we got week 1 college football predictions. We also got Cincinnati Bengals, a Cincinnati Bengals topic about them being possibly Super Bowl bound. What direction you want to
Because
take?
the reason, I'm glad we're talking about the O line. Because the reason I said that because I saw a report that the O line for Cincinnati is looking better. Now let's backtrack to the Super Bowl they went to a couple years back against the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
What was their weakest point? The O
Offensive
line,
line.
offensive line. If Joe Burrow had one more second left, Jamar Chase would have had a walk in for the win and for the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fried, one of the best cornerbacks we've seen in a while. Jalen Ramsey. So
Yeah.
the reason I say the Bengals is a sleeper at the for a Super Bowl, one, I think their defense is good. And then also if they can get an O-line block for Joe Shiesty, hey, he will pull up his record against Mahomes too. Because you know what I'm saying? Mahomes is the Jordan to a lot of teams. He's the Jordan to the Bills, but he's not the Jordan to Joe Burrow.
Very valid point. Very valid point. Very valid point. Like you said, Patrick Mahomes strikes fear in a lot of guys. He does not seem to move Joe Burrow when it's time. And if people can feel however they feel and say, Joe, we don't see him play this way every week. I get that, whatever. Y'all, that's cool. The talent that's there is good enough to win. We've already seen it do it. We've seen it get to Super Bowl. It was good enough to. It was really good enough to win one, even with that iteration of that group. If that line is getting better, like you said, it is a scary sight. It is a scary sight because I do believe whatever it is that Mahomes does to every other quarterback, I don't believe it happens to Joe Burrow. And Joe Burrow, to
That
me,
man
to
is
this
a
point,
road
is
warrior, dog. He's a
yeah,
road warrior. Like when he healthy, he went into the Bills, beat them in the snow, aired it out. Joe Burrow is a road warrior.
he's
I
a
think
real killer.
I think even at Arrowhead, he had them on the ropes, Chiefs on the ropes. The refs bailed Chiefs out that game in the AFC Championship game. He went to the
Yeah,
Bills and he went to the Chiefs, the AFC Championship game a couple years back.
some
Yeah,
plays went different ways. The one thing you always know is consistent is that he is coming to play at a high level.
absolutely.
He can put the team on his back if need be, and we've seen that happen before. And again, it's to be he's to be respected. Joe Burrow
Absolutely.
is to be respected as one of the best quarterbacks in the game. Um, One of the best young guys we got here, and I want to see it. I want to see has Patrick Mahomes elevated to a place that's well far and beyond his contemporaries, because
Yeah.
I do still feel like Joe Burrow is still a guy that I feel like Patrick Mahomes looks to the side and said, like, I still got something to prove against you. Even with all these accomplished, with 3 Super
Yeah.
Bowls and multiple MVPs, like I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes isn't better than Joe Burrow. I just feel that as a competitor, I feel like I know Patrick Mahomes looks and is like, people still think there's something
Yeah.
between me and you, and I know he'll probably want to put it all in the dirt. I know he wants to put it in the dirt because
I think
he
there's two
comes to
guys that
me.
Mahomes got to respect. There's two guys Mahomes got to respect: Lamar and Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
Lamar was due to have one last year. I don't know what happened. They went. Like, you talked about it. They went against the plan that got them there. You know what I'm saying? I think Joe Burrow and Lamar is due for a ring. I'm just leave it at that. Lamar and Joe Burrow is due for a ring soon. So, but I
yeah,
think this year is looking like Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is going to take that. I think the Bengals is really going to take that leap. Hopefully, they can figure out that contract situation with Jamar Chase. I don't think they're going to keep. They was able to keep T this year. T's going to be looking the ball. He's going to try to get a contract elsewhere.
yeah.
And I think they're just going to look for the next great wide receiver. And there's a good wide receiver class coming in next year. So,
If the Bengals are able to win their division, that'll tell you everything you need to know about whether they're legitimate or not. Because we know the AFC North is a straight slugfest. Whoever wins it is typically a top 2 team in the
yeah.
AFC every year. So whoever can win that division, especially with one team having a quarterback duel going on with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, and Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson. He's not to be shot away at any point, but we do have a feeling we know what they are.
They still got Deshaun Watson and
Cleveland's still a question mark because Deshaun Watson has not looked like the Deshaun Watson from Houston since he's been in
Yeah,
Cleveland. So,
yeah.
you know, so we'll so